music, hit play on your playlist, and then start in a seat. So you could choose to sit on your block, your pillow, on your heels, whatever allows you to feel rooted down on your mat, nice long spine. And then let your palms just rest on your thighs to start. Shrug your shoulders down, high five your neighbor, and close your eyes. Just start to breathe into your body, breathe into your space today. And invite a deeper connection to your breath and a deeper connection to yourself. So we have been working our way systematically through the 8-limbed path of yoga. And we're on limb number 2, and it's a set of concepts called the niyamas. There are 5, and we're talking about the 5th one. It is a concept called Ishvara Pranidhana. Pranidhana translates as to surrender, to dedicate, to devote. Ishvara often translates as a higher power or a supreme being or a spiritual entity, but it doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual. It's essentially the notion that we as humans are devoted to something greater than us. None of us exists in a vacuum. None of us operates independently of the world around us, the communities we're part of, the space that we take up together. And in yoga, we learn to deepen that connection to the most magical parts of the world around us, and then proportionately the most magical parts of the world inside of us. And with that notion in mind, we're going to add a mudra to today's practice, the lotus mudra. Cup your palms, bring your pinky finger and thumb to touch. Spread your other fingers up wide like you've got a lotus flower in your palms. Just let your elbows soften to your sides, your mudra towards your chest. The lotus mudra is a symbolism of the lotus flower, which is often known as a symbol of growth and transformation. So in other words, as we lean into our own personal growth and transformation, allow that to be something for you and beyond you. And in fact, it's possible because of that deeper connection to the spaces around you. With that in mind, we're going to set intention right away. So something, again, that's about dedication, devotion, surrender for yourself today. Whatever that may be, we'll send it out with breath. Exhale all the air from your lungs. And then take a deep breath in. Let it go. Open mouth, exhale. One more for good measure. Big breath in. Big breath out. Seal your lips. Inhale through your nose. Through your nose, let it go. Blink your eyes open. Bring your palms back to your thighs. A little seated cat and cow. Inhale, seated cow pose. Arch your spine. Lift your gaze. Lift your chest. Exhale, seated cat. Round your spine. Shrug your shoulders. Let your navel crunch towards your spine. 2 more times. Inhale, seated cow. Full inhale breath to lift and open your heart space. Exhale, seated cat. Full breath to round down and forward. One more. Inhale, seated cow. Exhale, seated cat. Inhale back to neutral spine. Exhale, tabletop pose. Plant your palms at the top of your mat. Step your knees back underneath your hips. Find those little wiggles, those little pedals side to side that feel good in your body. And then once those wiggles feel sufficient, you can press back to your first downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, lift your hips. Continue to pedal and wiggle here, bend your knees, rock your hips side to side, find a little movement in your neck, maybe a little rock side to side, feel it in your shoulders, your wrists, all of your joints, totally able here to find a little movement as you warm into your practice. Then back to stillness and downward facing dog, lift your heels up. Lift your hips up, let your heels soften down towards your mat. Take a breath in, lift your hips a little higher. Take a breath out, relax your heels down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet behind your wrists. Interlace your arms, or you can let your palms hang heavy, or maybe you'd like a little chest expansion. You could twist, all sorts of options in ragdoll pose right here. If you took a gripping, switch to the opposite side. Keep your weight more towards your toes than your heels to allow your hips to lift up over your ankles. But remember, you can also bend your knees as much as you please. And then release your fingertips down to the mat. Toe heel your feet together to touch. And inhale, halfway lift. Push your palms to your shins, your thighs. Reach the crown of your head forward and pause and breathe. First halfway lift, we hold to engage your core. Lift your navel up and in. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Push your tailbone more back. Keep that tuck in your chin. Breathe in, add a little more length in your spine. Exhale, forward fold, hinge it down. Sun A, inhale, mountain pose. Press to your heels, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, lead with your chest, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, high to low plank. Hug your elbows right to your side body as you lower. Yes. Inhale, upward facing dog, broaden your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. Pause, take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, mountain pose. Press through your heels, rise all the way up, reach as high as you can. Exhale, forward fold, hinge back down towards your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, high to low plank. Remember, you could do that from your knees if you wanted. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause, enjoy a breath in. And enjoy a breath out. Final Sun A, we're gonna add on a bit. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, travel forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, press through your heels, rise all the way up. This time as you exhale, bring your lotus mudra, cup the flower at your chest and add a back bend. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. Push your hips forward, keep your weight in your heels. Feel that opening in your heart space and the connection to the transformational power present in the lotus flower. You're here for 3. Back to mountain pose in 2. And 1, inhale, mountain pose, lengthen your spine, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 big breaths, big breath in. Devote to your breath out. Again, connect to your inhale. Feel the devotion in your exhale. We do Sun B, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Your left leg will lift. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Stand on your right foot. Bend your left knee up. Reach to the ceiling. Pause here and breathe. So keep a bend in your left knee. Lengthen your spine. Extend your fingertips up to the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone down underneath to engage your core. Breathe in. Exhale, cactus pose. Bend your elbows. Open your left knee to the side of your mat. Keep your right hip up over your ankle, nice long in your spine. Square your hip points to the front as you make that cactus shape with your joints. Now inhale back to one-legged mountain, bend your knee forward, reach up. Exhale, figure 4 with your lotus mudra at your chest. Cup your mudra to your chest, bring your left ankle over your right thigh, point your tailbone back, reach your collarbones forward. Feel the strength in your core, help you stabilize on your mat. Nice. Now stay low. Inhale, chair pose. Both feet down. Lift your chest. Reach your palms up high. Breathe right here. Sit low into your chair. Keep your weight in your heels. Lift your chest a little higher to lengthen your low back and really engage your abdominal muscles. Yes, you look great. Breathe in. That's nice, Meg. Exhale, airplane your arms. Sweep your fingertips back. Right leg up. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Stand on your left foot. Bend your right knee, sweep your fingertips up, breathe right here. Now you're standing on the opposite foot, but keep your hips aligned by squeezing your glutes and reach a little more through the crown of your head. Breathe in. Exhale, cactus pose. Bend your right knee open. Bend your elbows to the sides. Continue to breathe here. I totally made up cactus pose. The goal here is to simply start to feel that opening in your hips. The opening in your hips is somewhat of the theme of our practice. Core stays engaged, hip points forward. Now inhale back to one-legged mountain. Point your right knee to the front. Exhale, figure four with your lotus mudra. Hook your right ankle over your left thigh. Bring your mudra to your heart space. You might notice you can come a little lower on one side than the other. Point your right knee down towards the mat to feel that hip opening stretch. Now stay low. Inhale, chair pose, both feet to the mat. Exhale, forward fold, hinge down. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice job, Brutus. You're being so good. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step through to your palms. Inhale, easy twist, push your left palm down, reach your right arm high. We'll hold and breathe this first one, so you could add a little motion in your wrist. Bend and straighten your elbow, maybe some deeper movement through your arm, one way than the other way. Always the option to push your block underneath your left palm to bring the ground a little closer and twist open a little bit more. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, wide pyramid pose. Tense your fingers, straighten your right leg as you push your hips back. Create that wide pyramid shape in your legs. Push into your right big toe, flex your left heel behind you, reach your chest a little forward. Nice. Inhale, crescent lunge, rebend your right knee, lift your shoulders over your hips, sweep your palms up high, continue to breathe here. Feel your abdominals crunch in, guide your right knee back over your ankle, flex your left heel behind you. Big breath in. Exhale, open arm twist. Reach your left fingertips forward, your right fingertips back. Keep your spine stacked. Feel your tailbone tucked down. The goal with the twist is to feel them in your hips. So pivot your right hip behind you to feel a little bit more stretch in your hips. Nice. Inhale, warrior two. Push your left foot down. Reach your arms open wide. Pause and breathe right here. Feel your tailbone tuck as you lift through the crown of your head. Press your right knee a little bit more behind you for the external hip rotation and feel your shoulders shrug down away from your ears. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward, then down as you reach your left arm up high. Push your right palm into your right thigh. Open your chest. Extend from your tailbone all the way through the crown of your head. Lovely, my friends. Inhale, reverse warrior. Awesome focus, Debbie. Exhale, high to low plank. Travel to your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Looks great, Jeffrey. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the left side. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, easy twist, push your right palm down, reach your left arm up, pause and breathe. Roll out your wrist, bend and straighten your elbow, deeper movement in your shoulder, all or none, or whichever of those feel good to you. Remember, push your right palm down, so that could be onto your block if it's easier to press your palm to the surface on the ground. Then come back to your twist. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, wide pyramid pose. Straighten your left leg. Push your hips back as you reach your chest forward. Wide pyramid shape in your legs, but I put a pretty significant bend in my front knee, so you're welcome to bend as much as you need. Press your tailbone back. Reach your chest forward, right, Brutus? Inhale, crescent lunge. Rebend your knee. Come to stand. Lift your chest. Breathe. Tuck your tailbone. Squeeze your inner thighs. Pivot your left hip behind you. Breathe in. Exhale, open arm twist. Right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. Twist open to the left. Feel the stretch in the outer part of your hip and glutes, and keep your hips level to the front of the mat. All right, inhale, warrior two. Push your right foot down. Open your chest. Reach your arms wide. Breathe. Feel your shoulders lift over your hips. Push your left knee behind you and reach higher through the crown of your head. Gaze over your left fingertips. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward, then reach down, open your chest. Feel your left rib cage tuck underneath your right. Feel length from your tailbone all the way through the crown of your head, side body muscles engaged. So good. Inhale, reverse warrior, maintain the bend in your front knee. Exhale, high to low plank. Awesome job, Laura, looks great. Inhale, upward facing dog. Yes, Kylie. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause, take a breath in. Take a breath out. Let's flow it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Left leg lifts. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Stand on your right foot, Karate Kid style. Exhale, cactus. Bend your left knee open, cactus your arms. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Keep a tuck in your tailbone. Exhale, figure four. Cup your lotus flower in your palms. Stay low. Inhale, chair pose. Plant your feet. Lift your arms up. Exhale, airplane your arms. Sweep your fingertips back. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Bend your right knee up. Exhale, cactus. Keep your hip point square to the front. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four with your lotus mudra. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low into your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Remember, you could hold high plank if you wanted instead. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, easy twist, open your chest. Exhale, wide pyramid, push your tailbone back. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise to stand, reach high. Exhale, open twist to the right. Let your breath twist you deeper. Feel the devotion in your breath. Inhale, warrior two. Feel your shoulders lift over your hips. Exhale, extended side angle. Deepen into your postures. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up, look up. Exhale, high to low plank, your variation of choice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, easy twist, open to the left. Exhale, wide pyramid, straighten through your left leg. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise to stand, use your core strength. Exhale, open twist to the left, shoulders over hips, pivot your left hip behind you. Inhale, warrior two, press your right foot down to help you open. Exhale, extended side angle, rotate your torso, open to the side. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up, look up. Exhale, high to low plank, travel towards your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog, you look amazing. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. Pause, take a breath in. Take a breath out. Let's add on a tad. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg up. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Use your core strength to help you rise. Exhale, cactus. Bend your knee, open to the side. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Point your knee forward. Exhale, figure four. Bend your left knee towards your mat. We're going to do that all one more time. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Guide with your breath. Exhale, cactus. Elbows from shoulders. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four. Stay low. Inhale, chair pose, both feet plant. Exhale, airplane your arms, sweep it back. Right leg up. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Stand on your left foot. Exhale, cactus. Open your knee to the side. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four. Take your time to find the depth in your movement. Do it all again. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Feel your legs powerfully rise up. Exhale, cactus. Where are you gazing? Where is your focus? Inhale, one-legged mountain. Find the devotion in your practice. Exhale, figure four, sink low. Now stay low. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, or skip it altogether, or whatever you please. Inhale, upward facing dog. Maybe you're doing a handstand, Tom. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, easy twist, plant your left palm. This time as you exhale, horizon lunge. Come to the outer edges of your feet. Point your toes to the side of your mat. Begin to lower your hips as you reach your right palm back. Depends on hip mobility. If your hips want to lower at all, maybe they come down closer to the mat. Continue to reach behind you. Then maybe gaze beyond your right fingertips. Remember, connection to something beyond yourself. You're here for 3. Back to your easy twist in 2. And 1, toes forward, right arm high, big breath in. Exhale, wide pyramid, deepest hamstring stretch yet. Inhale, crescent lunge, come to stand. Exhale, thumbs to heart center this time, crunch your abdominals in. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, revolved, crescent lunge. Twist your left arm towards the outside of your right leg. And again, twists today are about your hips. So you could always come down to your back knee to lean into the twist a little bit more. Pivot your right hip back, level your right hip with your left, and twist open a little bit more. Maybe arms come open to fly, open arm twist variations as well. Everything's an option. What does surrender into these postures look like for you today? So good. You look amazing. You're here for 3. Come to warrior 2. Take your time in 2. And 1, yes, Sienna. Warrior 2, shoulders over hips, arms open wide, big breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, gaze beyond your right foot this time. Exhale, half moon pose. Press onto your right foot. Begin to kick your left foot up. Reach your left arm high. Lift your left hip to open your right hip. Way more than 1 breath to get there. And in fact, you never have to get anywhere. This is all about the journey, right? And that's what Ishvara Pranidhana really teaches us, to be present for the cultivation of the relationship. You're here for 3. Big step back, reverse warrior into. And 1, amazing, Kylie. Big step back, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank, your version. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's finish it out. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, easy twist, left palm up. Horizon lunge, begin to come to the outer edges of your feet. Point your toes to the side as you reach your left palm back. Your hips may lower. This side, my hip is really tight, so it don't really lower very much. That's fine. You can counter that with that reach back or push into your right palm. Maybe you gaze behind you. Here for 3. Easy twist in 2. And 1, point your toes, left palm up, big breath in, twist a little more. Exhale, wide pyramid, straighten your front leg. Inhale, crescent lunge, bend your front knee. Exhale, thumbs to heart center this time. Keep your core engaged. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, revolved, crescent lunge. Twist open to the left. You've already done a lot of core engagement simply from standing on 1 foot and focusing on that sense of strengthening in your spine. So let your core strength help you twist open more. Notice where you're gazing and notice how it kind of goes beyond you, right? All of this is present in our physical self, but it's about much more than that. You're here for 3. Lovely, Natalie. Warrior 2 into. And one, warrior two, arms open wide. Big breath in, let's finish it out. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward, reach down. Inhale, look beyond your left foot. Exhale, half moon pose. Take way more than that one breath to find your way towards half moon. Your block can be a nice little companion underneath your palm. Can you open your chest more? Can you bring your right hip higher? Notice where your physical gaze goes and how you look beyond that gaze. You're here for 3. Reverse warrior into. And one big step back, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Amazing job, my friends. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause, huge inhale breath. Huge exhale breath. One more like that. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way through to a seat. Come down to your mat. How you doing? You doing well? All right, Brutus apologizes for the noise he's making, but it's also like carrying a weight to try to hold him while doing figure 4. So I recommend trying that sometime if you'd like to add some challenge to your practice. We're gonna do some core. Basically, we're moving towards a good old lotus pose at the end of our practice today. So taking a little bit more time to stretch, get into our hips, and then sit and be still as we get to the end. So come down to your back, recline bound angle pose, spine down, knees open wide, feet together to touch. Interlace your hands behind your head, gaze to the ceiling, press your low back down, breathe in. Exhale, lift your chest. Inhales, lower down. Exhales, lift you up. Inhales, lower you down. Exhales, lift you up. You go at a different pace if you please. And remember, all of this is about a personal connection, right? So even when you're doing some crunches, can you see the depth of that movement beyond a crunch? How are you moving? Why are you moving that way? How does it propel you towards something that feels strong, that feels positive? It's present here, I promise you. 4, 3, pulse it up in 2. And 1, add the pulse. 1 inch up, 1 inch down, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Feel that lift of your chest towards the ceiling above you or the treetops above you. Keep your gaze up high, arms could go long. 4, 3, knees at 92, back to crunches. 1, knees at 90. Knees over your hips as you lift your chest and lower. Flex your feet. Keep your ankles going straight out from your knees. You could energetically press your thighs together like there's a block between them, or you could bring your block between your legs if you want to add that extra engagement. Yes. 4, 3, add the pulse in 2, and 1, tiny pulses. You've got it, Brendan. Lift your shoulder blades higher. Keep your feet, your knees actively squeezing together, maybe squeezing your block. Here for 4, 3, legs up the wall, and 2, stay with crunches. 1, legs up the wall. If you've got your block, keep it there. Push your heels up to the ceiling. Add that re-engagement in your core. Repress your low back down. Here for 4, 3, climb your rope in 2, and 1, climb your rope. Opposite hand, opposite foot, reach, reach. Side to side, shoulder blades are up the entire time. Reflex your toes towards your face. Repress your heels to the ceiling. Here, 4, 3, bicycle twist in 2, and 1, bicycle twist. Twist it right, center, left, center, or right to left, to right, to left. This is your final core exercise. So really give what you've got here. What does devotion look like when doing core? How is the connection to those other niyamas we've already talked about? Discipline, self-study, satisfaction, cleanliness. All of this is present in our physical practice. Here for 4, 3, pulse it right into, and 1 to the right, just 4, a little bit higher for 3, pulse it left in 2, And 1 to the left, just full. 3, long body stretch in 2. And 1, long body stretch, arms long, legs long. Enjoy a big breath in. Let that feel amazing. Reach beyond you. Open mouth, exhale. Let the neighbors hear you. One more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hug your knees into your chest. And rock a little side to side. And then from that rock side to side, begin to rock forwards and backwards. We'll meet in downward facing dog. As you make your way to your downward facing dog, find those wiggles, those pedals along the way. Those movements that feel good, and then commit to the practice beyond the movement. Reattach to that powerful Ujjayi pranayama. Reconnect to the opportunity to reach beyond yourself and recognize that sometimes that isn't anything more than surrendering what may be getting in the way. I love that surrender and dedication are synonyms in this observation. Everybody breathe in. Through your nose, breathe out. Moving on, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, travel forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Just as before, inhale, one-legged mountain pose, bend your left knee up. This time as you exhale, hug your left knee all the way up into your chest and set up a tree-style, hot yoga style pose. So you're going to curl your left foot into your right hip crease as you point your left knee down. Your left hand could come to your left foot as well, or left thumb to heart center. Keep a tuck in your tailbone. Reach through the crown of your head. Feel your right quadricep flex to really strengthen your standing leg. Beautiful. I love this posture because I think even though it's not lotus, it's half lotus actually, but it's a lot like the lotus flower. You're rooted, and as you rise up, transforming into something pretty brilliant, pretty neat. You're here for 3. One-legged mountain pose in 2. And 1, release your foot, point your left knee forward, arms go high, big breath in. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms, both feet down, sweep behind you. Now right leg lifts, inhale, one-legged mountain pose, stand on the opposite foot. As you exhale, final figure 4 with your lotus mudra. Cup your palms at your chest, bend your knees a little bit more, press your right knee down. You can stay here, stay present to that sense of dedication to the mudra, to the posture. Lots of little options of what you could do. You could bring your palms down, your elbows onto your leg. You could twist open to the left, either open arm twist style or prayer twist style, or just simply stay present in this or anywhere else you want to be present in. You have a lot of self-authorship in your practice at all times, my friends, and that too can be an expression of your devotion. You're here for 3. Gentle release to chair pose in 2. And 1, both feet down, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, get long in your spine. Exhale, high to low plank, or you could do something else. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. This time, bring your left knee to the mat. Inhale, crescent moon, tuck your tailbone, lift your chest. As you exhale, bring your lotus mudra to heart center like we did in Sun A, and then from there, add a little back bend. With your palms cupped at your chest, lift your gaze up higher with the crescent moon legs. You've got a chance to stretch the front of your left hip. As you lift through your chest, remember the connection to the mudra, this sense of growth, commitment to your own growth, your own transformation, your own opportunity to rise above the murky water and bloom into something fantastic. You're here for 3. Back to crescent moon in 2. And 1, gaze forward, arms high, breathe in. Exhale, half splits. Tense your fingers on your mat, straighten your right leg, push your hips back. Our next sequence, FYI, starting next weekend, is actually going to be working towards full splits. So a little bit of a preview here. Get as straight in your right leg as you can. Maybe it's a little bit more grounded. You have the opportunity to stretch your hamstring a little bit more. Dig your heel in as you reach your chest forward. You're here for 3. Big transition coming, warrior 1 in 2. And 1, warrior 1, curl your back foot under, bend your right knee, lift your chest, arms up high, breathe in your warrior 1. Press into your right heel, lift your shoulders over your hips, tuck your tailbone down, pivot your right hip crease back. Now inhale in. Exhale, open arm twist. Left fingertips forward, right fingertips back. And then inhale, exalted warrior 1. Extend your left palm high. Reach your right arm towards your right glute, your right thigh, or maybe the small of your back. A wonderful posture to symbolize that connection and commitment to something bigger than you. What are you reaching for? What do you see beyond yourself that supports you, that loves you, that provides and contributes to your experience as a human? You're here for 3. Back to warrior 1. You look so good. In 2. And 1. Back to warrior 1. Gaze forward, arms high. Take a big breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Arms open wide, widen your stance as you need. And inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Push your hips back, reach forward, then tick-tock your right palm down as you reach your left arm high. Hold and breathe here. You can push your right shin, your right palm to your right shin, or right forearm to the inside of your right thigh, or press your right palm onto your block. As you push your hips back, the apex of the posture is your left middle finger, so reach a little bit higher. Feel the length in your side bodies, then gaze far up beyond your left hand. You're here for 3. Wide leg forward fold in 2. And 1, wide leg forward fold. Point your toes at the side of your mat. Let your palms soften underneath your shoulders. And then just breathe. Surrender into your fold. Bring your weight more to your toes. We're going to do prone frog on the other side. So if you've got some other variations you'd like to do on this side, of course, it's welcome. Or just be in your fold and let that feel good. All of this ultimately is about feeling happy, feeling good, and being on the adventure that takes us towards a joyful path. One of my mantras is follow the joy. Not necessarily finding the joy or feeling the joy, because I don't think it's possible to do that all the time. But we can put ourselves on a path that follows it. If you're not in your wide leg forward fold, make your way back. Press your palms underneath your shoulders. Breathe in here. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Kick your right leg up. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. You could hang out here, or if you'd like, flip your posture over. Stamp your right foot down outside your mat. Lift your hip points up. Reach your right fingertips far beyond the front of your mat. Notice where your gaze goes once more. All these postures where you're reaching. What are you reaching for? You're here for 3. 3-legged dog in 2. And 1, palms down. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Everybody breathe in. Let that breath go. Exhale. Final side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg up. Inhale, 1-legged mountain pose. Stand on your left foot. Bend your right knee high. As you exhale, clasp your knee and hug it up into your chest for hot yoga style tree pose. Grab your right foot with your left hand. You can use your right hand as well, if that's helpful, to curl your foot up into your left hip crease. So the 2 priorities here are to get your foot as high up towards your hip as you can, and then point your right knee down towards your mat as much as you can. That's some action in your body that's going to give you the stretch. Rather than pointing your butt out behind you, tuck your tailbone down, feel your core fire up. Right thumb could come to heart, or your hand could stay on your foot. Reach through the crown of your head. We're pretty fabulous people, you know that? And I know that we all work hard. So feel a sense of presence to your strength, to your purpose, the things that make you a really awesome human being. You're here for 3. One-legged mountain pose in 2. And 1, release your foot. Point your right knee forward, palms high. Breathe in. Exhale, chair pose as you airplane your arms, both feet down, sweep back. Left leg up. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose one more time. Exhale, final figure 4 with your lotus mudra. Left ankle over right leg. Sink low, low, low. Remember, lots of options. You could plant your palms, you could twist, other variations, or simply stay committed and present to your posture. Gaze somewhere intentionally. Focus that energy towards something that you know is meaningful, serves you. Yes, BJ, lovely Debbie. You all look amazing. So, so good. You're here for 3. Slow transition chair pose in 2. And 1, both feet down. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, final high to low plank of your practice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, Kamna. Inhale, kick your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Bring your right knee to the mat. Inhale, crescent moon as you ground yourself. Lift your chest. Exhale, lotus mudra at your heart, and then add your back bend here. Push your hips forward, lift your sternum high, arch your spine, stretch the front of your right hip as you push into your lunging legs. You are super rooted, super grounded on the mat. So let that grounding help you open even more. Gorgeous. You're here for 3. Back to crescent moon in 2. And 1. Inhale, crescent moon, palms high, gaze forward. Exhale, half split. Cinch your fingers, press your hips back. Hold here. 1 final hamstring stretch for your left leg. Dig your left heel in, push your tailbone behind you, reach your chest in front of you. And again, you're much more grounded. Part of our practice with this sequence has been to be really grounded in our posture. So when you're grounded like you are, how can you stretch and deepen even more? You're here for 3. Warrior 1 in 2. And 1, warrior 1, push your left foot down, curl your right toes under, bend your left knee as you lift your chest and breathe. Pivot your left hip back, right hip forward, feel your shoulders stack up over your hips. Breathe in. Exhale, open arm twist, right fingertips forward. And then inhale, exalted warrior 1. As you reach your right arm high, drop your left palm down towards your right thigh, your right glute. Maintain your lunging legs, your warrior 1 leg. So press into your left heel, lift through your chest, gaze high, high above you. As you root down, you rise up, my friends. Rise high. You're here for 3. Back to warrior 1 in 2. And 1, back to warrior 1. Gaze forward, arms high, breathe in. Exhale, warrior 2, arms open wide. Inhale, reverse triangle, reach on up. Exhale, triangle pose, press your hips back, reach, reach, reach forward, then tick-tock your left arm down, your right arm high. Your hips will angle slightly forward, so you'll feel a gentle spinal twist to open your chest. Broaden your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Reach from the crown of your head through your tailbone, and then gaze high, high, high beyond your right middle finger, as long as that feels okay in your body. You're here for 3. Wide leg forward fold in 2. And 1, wide leg forward fold. Point your toes to the side of your mat. Let your palms soften underneath your shoulders. And remember, lots of options here, but you're today really set up for a prone frog if you want to lean in a little more into the hip Stretching. For prone frog, come down to the inside edge of your knees. Flex your toes towards you. Your palms can stay on the mat. Your forearms could come down to the mat. If this doesn't feel great on your knees, it doesn't really on mine, to be honest. Any version of wide leg forward fold is an awesome variation for your practice. Surrender here. I think an interesting question that I've actually put a fair amount of thought into is, how do you know you're surrendering? How do you do that? And how is that an asset in this moment or in other moments? 2 more full rounds of breath wherever you are. And then after that second round is complete, gently make your way back to your wide leg forward fold, push into your feet, let your palms soften down, and then take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge, face the front of your mat. Inhale, 3-legged dog, kick your left leg up. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. You can hold here, or once again, flip your posture over, stamp your foot down, press your hip points up, then reach your fingertips beyond the front of your mat. Yes, yes, yes. How powerful are you? Stay present, stay here wherever you are. It's great for 3. That's it. 3-legged dog in 2. And 1, palms down, leg high, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Everybody inhale. Everybody exhale. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon, knee to wrist. Keep a flex in your foot. Point your left big toe straight back. And you know, there's all sorts of half pigeon options. So once you've got the foundation set up, you do the version that suits you best. Just a couple breaths here, because we're still going to do a lotus, a little lotus pose before we end our practice. So as you make your choices, just allow your body to soften towards your mat. Feel the mat underneath you. And let the mat support you in your posture. And then as you're ready, gently begin to walk your palms back onto the mat. Curl your back toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Find a little pedal, a little wiggle. And half pigeon on the other side. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon, knee to wrist. Keep a flex in your foot. Point your right big toe straight back. You find those options that serve you best. That may mean rolling to your back. That might mean coming to a seat, or other half pigeon versions that you really like. And then gently walk your palms back onto your mat. Curl your back toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog, pedal it out, wiggle it out. Let it feel nice. And then inhale, look beyond your hands. Exhale, step all the way through, come down to a seat on your mat. Forehead to knee pose first. So right foot out to the top right corner, left foot into your right thigh. Sit bones right underneath you. Add a little ballerina grip overhead. Inhale, lengthen your spine, point your belly button at your right big toe. Exhale, fold your chest over your right thigh and capture both palms underneath the sole of your right foot. And then tuck your chin to your chest to bring your forehead onto your knee, or working it in that direction. So what that does is it rounds your spine as you fold forward. So feel free to bend your knee as much as you'd like to make all those things happen. Keep both sit bones pressed to your mat, and level your shoulders down as well. One more breath in. One more breath out. Slowly come back up. Half lotus or full lotus on this side. So right foot out in front of you to begin. Bring your left foot over your right leg. Brutus, I'm trying to show him something. You're getting in the way. From here, you got a lot of options. You could keep your right foot out long. If you got a block or you want a little more support for your left knee, you can always bring that in. If you want a more traditional half lotus, bend your right knee so that your right foot kind of comes into that crease where your calf and your thigh meet on your left leg. And then your left foot rests in the crease where your right thigh and your right calf meet. And again, if you've got little kind of lifts on some sides or others, you can bring your knee down a little bit more, grounding. I can't do full lotus in my legs. If you've got some full lotus mobility, you would bring your right foot over your left calf as your left foot is over your right calf. If you'd like lotus mudra to heart center, lift through your chest, maybe close your eyes. Enjoy a couple breaths here in stillness, rooted in your practice. At the same time, opening, always the option to open to something that will help us learn, grow, and deepen our love and acceptance of ourselves. All right, my friends, gently blink your eyes open. Let's do that all on the other side. So undo your legs, left foot out long to the top left corner of your mat, right foot into your left thigh. Add the ballerina grip overhead, face your toe, inhale in. Exhale, fold over your thigh, capture your fingers under your foot. Bend your knee as much as you need to make those things happen. Chin to chest to bring your forehead closer to your knee and really round your spine as you fold forward. Press your right sit bone down, level your shoulders towards your mat. One more breath in. One more breath out. Slowly rise back up. Bring your left foot out long in front of you. Half lotus on this side. Bring your right foot over your left hip crease. Again, you can sneak your block under your right knee if you'd like and get your foot as close up to your hip as you can, but it might move down a little bit as you move more into the other versions. Full half lotus, bend your left knee so your left foot comes under your right leg. As your right foot comes over your left thigh. I used to be able to do full lotus on this side, but I think it was because of the heated rooms at Core Power. I no longer can, but if we want to go for full lotus, you would hook your left foot over your right leg. And then from there, maybe you bring your lotus mudra to your chest, or maybe you let a puppy gnaw on your finger to try to keep him entertained. That's what surrender looks like for me today, my friends. Lift through the crown of your head. Remember that lotus flower, rooted in something that it sometimes might have felt really murky or maybe still does. But the lotus flower reminds us that the murk is what gives fruit for something beautiful to grow. One more breath in. One more breath out. Gently release your lotus legs, both feet out in front of you, both palms out in front of you. Get nice long in your spine, engage your core, breathe in. Exhale, lower all the way down to your back. Use your core strength to lower. And then when you reach the bottom, supine twist. Hug your right knee into your chest. Use your left hand to guide your knee across you. Open your right arm beside you. Maybe it's time to close your eyes. And what does surrender look like in this moment? And gently come back to center. Give your knee a squeeze and switch out your legs. Right leg goes long, hug your left knee in. Final supine twist, other side. Guide your left knee across your body. Open your left arm next to you. And gently twist, my friends. Let the gentle twist be more present. You've exerted your physical power. It's there. You are strong. This twist is more about the surrender, more about the letting go. And gently, slowly come back to center. Gather both knees into your chest and hug yourself into the most awesome, most loving, tiniest little ball. Wrap around your shins, bring your forehead to your knees. Give yourself a loving squeeze. Breathe in. Open mouth, exhale, Shavasana. Corpse pose, legs nice and long, feet flop open, palms beside you, face up. Right away, sink into Shavasana. Grab a blanket, grab a pillow, anything that might help you do so a little bit more if you'd like. And I'm going to be quiet and give you a full 2 minutes here to practice the ultimate surrender as part of our Ishvara Pranidhana theme. Enjoy. I'll guide you out shortly. As we finish out our time learning about and reflecting on the final niyama and prepare to move into the third limb in the eight-limbed path. As I understand it, these first two limbs, the yamas and the niyamas, are essentially like a foundational structure that the others sit upon. And that kind of fertile soil idea present as well. And the next limb is asanas, something that we kind of do all the time, but means much more than the poses themselves, as is true in everything else that we've done. But remember that this particular niyama is here to remind us that we are part of something bigger than us. And the connection to that something bigger than us actually helps teach us who we are. As you're ready to move on with your day, your week, just start to wiggle. Let wiggles grow bigger. Recapture control of your breath until you feel ready for a long body stretch. Arms long, legs long. Take a big breath in. Let it feel really good. Big breath out. Let it feel even better. And hug your knees to your chest. From there, rock to a fetal pose, face either side. And from that fetal pose, very slowly, very gently, bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. And face the front of your mat or your camera, whatever works for you. And just as we did at the beginning of class, bring your lotus mudra to your heart. Cup your palms, extend your fingertips to the sky, and close your eyes. Take a moment to acknowledge your growth, your transformation, and the role that yoga plays in that, and the community itself. as an aspect of something bigger than us that we show our devotion to. Everybody take a big breath in. Let it go, big breath out. Press your palms together, bring your thumbs to your third eye, that source of enlightenment, intuition, and humility. I'm so grateful for this community. I'm so grateful for our Sunday practice, especially after a week like this last one, when I swear that it was yoga that was the only thing that was keeping me sane. So appreciative for you. Bowing forward, we seal our practice. Peace, my friends. Thank you so much. Brutus says thank you and appreciates you putting up with his antics during class. Knowing that they've also been officially recorded. So